Hey guys, it's Tricky Nick here. The February 17th Nintendo Direct has sparked controversy within the Nintendo fanbase, with many bashing the Nintendo Direct. Today, I wanted to weigh in on the controversy and share my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. Obviously, there is a lot to unpack here, so I thought I'd start off with the highlights of the Direct. Mario Golf Super Rush. Mario Golf is finally back. I'm a huge fan of Mario Golf. I'm really happy to see Mario Golf be getting a Switch title. The roster is looking really cool. I see Mii characters being used in story mode. I'm hearing about King Babam. I believe he's on the website as confirmed for the roster. Speed Golf looks like an amazing new mode. The motion controls for golf are back, which is a lot like Wii Sports. It gives me those vibes of playing Wii Sports when I was younger, which I really like. So that's definitely a game I want to be picking up. We also have Miitopia coming back, which also means that the Miis are back, I guess. I'm not completely sure, but Miis have been pretty dormant for the last couple of years. Nintendo really hasn't done much with them in terms of like maybe a Mii Sports game or something like that. They really haven't done anything with them. But now that we have Miitopia on the Switch, that opens that door again. So that'll be really cool. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, it's a Wii port, but it still looks really fun, and it's a great way to hold fans over until Breath of the Wild 2. So I guess that one's a pretty cool addition. In my opinion, these three games actually point towards Nintendo trying to recapture the Wii era with motion controls, Miis, and a Wii port. I feel like going back to the Wii era would actually be a really good idea on Nintendo's part, because the Wii era was such a popular time for Nintendo. The Wii was obviously a pretty dominant console, so I feel like they're trying to take steps to kind of recapture that, and I'm really happy about that. But the final announcement that we got from the Direct was Splatoon 3. I haven't given Splatoon a real chance yet, so this will be my chance to finally give it a try. I had Splatoon 2, but my brother was the one who played that for the most part, so I never really got into it. There's some new styles for the Inklings that I noticed in the trailer, which is really cool. There's also like some sort of new bow weapon, which I wouldn't have known if my brother hadn't played the games that it was new, but I do know that it's new, so that looks pretty cool. And this whole new area with like the upside down Eiffel Tower and the desert and the train is really intriguing. So all in all, there was a lot that I was happy about in this Direct, but I also had a lot of issues with the Direct. This Nintendo Direct was advertised as a 50-minute long Direct, so this put fans' expectations really high for what was to come. I think fans would be much happier if Nintendo gave us a 25-minute Direct with the same first-party titles, but with way fewer anime games, which brings me to my next point. There were way too many filler third-party titles in this Direct. If Nintendo is doing Nintendo Direct mini partner showcases, then why were there so many third-party titles in this Direct still? I mean, a lot of these games in the Direct felt so samey. In fact, at one point, I mistook one of them for Ghost of Tsushima, which was a terrible mistake. Roll the clip, please. Is this, please don't make fun of me if I'm wrong, but is this Ghost of Tsushima? Tsushima? Is that what that game was? Please don't make fun of me. Okay, no, I was just really wrong. Nobody take that out of context, please. There was even one point where Shinya Takahashi was talking about Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and then it cuts to a game, which really made me think it was going to be Mario Odyssey 2. It was not. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it really faked me and a lot of other fans out. When the developer of Breath of the Wild 2 came on during the Direct, I was so excited to see Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay, but instead we got another port of a Wii game, being Skyward Sword. This highlights Nintendo's big porting problem that they've had with the Switch. The Nintendo Switch is so flooded with ports from the Wii U, and now they're reaching back even further and re-releasing a game from the Wii. This is kind of a scary revelation, because if Nintendo just continues to grab ports from further and further back, they're never going to make original titles for the Switch. One of the largest problems I have with the Nintendo Switch is that there is a lack of original titles. There are a lot of ports from the Wii U, because Nintendo thinks they can just capitalize on people who never played the Wii U games. This is kind of a scummy practice, because as a Wii U owner, I feel like I'm not getting as much out of the Switch as I would a brand new console without any ports. On the other hand, ports are important to containing or preserving gaming history, I should say. And so I guess they're good in that sense, but when you have so many first-party titles that are just ports, it really brings down the game library of the Nintendo Switch. Another issue I had with the Direct is the new Smash Fighter. I know a lot of people are happy about the new Smash Fighter, but I am not at all. This is like the 4th Swords Fighter that we've gotten in a row or something, and it's just another anime Swords Fighter. I guess that's just the best way to put it. Which kind of bothers me. Like, I understand that a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles fans are excited, but I was really hoping for something a little more well-known. As many of you guys know, this year is Zelda's 25th anniversary, so obviously they got the Skyward Sword HD port and the new Joy-Cons, which is really cool, but it's also Pokemon's 25th anniversary and Donkey Kong's 40th. Despite both of these games also having anniversaries this year, Nintendo did not even mention Donkey Kong or Pokemon in the entire Direct. This really concerns me because I was really hoping for a new Donkey Kong Country and Pokemon for the 40th and 25th anniversary. It was really disappointing not to see anything Donkey Kong Country or Pokemon related. So that was another issue I had with the Direct. But the biggest problem that I saw with the Direct is that Splatoon is coming in 2022, which is very concerning. If Nintendo only can show off something that's coming in 2022, then what does that mean for their other games this year? I know maybe they're saving their important titles for E3 this year, but if they don't show up there, that's gonna sound off some alarm bells in my head because we wouldn't have anything good for the entirety of 2021 and we'd be stuck waiting until 2022. Another issue with Splatoon 3, it is way too oversaturated. We have not gotten a single 2D Mario, Mario Kart, or Donkey Kong Country in the time that there have been 3 Splatoon games. That seriously concerns me, because if Nintendo is just going to switch over to only Splatoon, that's not going to be good for fans. It's been 8 years since we've had a 2D Mario, 7 since we've had a Mario Kart, and I believe 6 or 5 since we've had Donkey Kong Country, so what is Nintendo thinking? I guess you could say, oh, they already have an entry on the Switch, it's a port from the Wii U, but then Splatoon has 2 entries on the console. The only good news about Splatoon 3 is that it doesn't disprove the theory that Mario Kart 9 could come onto the Switch. In fact, it strengthens the theory that we could have sequels to games that were already ported to the Switch, which would be really good. I guess what I'm trying to say about this Nintendo Direct is, while I liked a lot of what they had, it was stretched out way too far, and it kind of concerns me for the future of Nintendo. I mean, we have a lot of Wii U ports on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm really hoping they actually make sequels to them. So in conclusion, I really liked this Nintendo Direct. It was good to see all the new games that were coming this year, and I'm glad we finally got the return of Nintendo Directs. My most anticipated game from this Direct is probably Mario Golf, which is a little sad to think about, but overall, I'd say it was pretty fun to finally get a Direct, have all that Direct hype back. So I hope they continue to do Directs in the future. So that's all I really wanted to say about the Nintendo Direct. Let me know what you guys thought of the Direct in the comments below. I personally would probably rate it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10, somewhere in that range. They could definitely do a lot better. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the Direct in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.